All right, so when Vacheron obviously releases something new, I'm always going to be biased because this is a brand that is very dear to my heart. Just go through the channel, you'll find a lot of videos where I was lucky enough to acquire some Vacheron, also experience how they interact and activate watch enthusiast communities as well. So this is a very, very warm brand to me. Anything I say will be biased, but the Triple Two, the most anticipated, highly anticipated watch of the year had been released, right? So this is something that we've asked for. Vacheron listened 2.5 years later, they just released it. It's essentially the same historique model that was reissued in 2022, now crafted in stainless steel. And this makes all the sense in the world. As I said, this is something that the whole world was waiting for. On the wrist, even though this is the same watch, like literally everything is exactly the same except that they're using different material, they're using steel, I expected that it will be lighter, right? Because it's not gold. When I was at the boutique, I was hearing from multiple people that had come to also try this watch on that, didn't really like how light it is. I have no issues at all. I think this is a plus point for me rather than a negative. I'll still give them a 10 out of 10 for it. I have no issues with it. The demand in the UAE, as I can imagine, it would be the same anywhere else in the world, is through the roof. I mean, of course, this is a highly anticipated piece. Everyone is going to try and get their name on that wish list. So we can't even speak of fulfillment now. All I can tell you, if you are interested in it, just pop by a Vacheron boutique and have a chat with them. Maybe your name would not go in this batch of wish lists, maybe the second one, but I'm sure they're going to help you out somehow. They're a very, very warm brand. I'm not going to go through the specs in details because, again, this is the same reissue as 2022 and there's a lot of channels that covered it, but I'm just going to fly over the fact that it's a 37mm case size that does not wear like 37. It actually wears slightly larger, maybe 38.5, 39, which is perfect. That's like Lange territory type of thing, and I'm absolutely with it. The thickness is 7.95mm. The water resistance is 50 meter, and you would anticipate a little bit more from a sport watch. But then again, here we're talking about the historique Triple Two, so this is not the type of watch you're going to wear to go swim with. Although you see more daily use cases wearing this watch because it's in stainless steel as opposed to the full gold version, you would have wished that the water resistance is improved a little bit, but considering the thinness of the watch, considering what it is, considering its heritage, it's really irrelevant. That's not the watch you're going to do sports with, right? Or swim with. The materials is stainless steel, obviously. It's polished, satin finish. It's got a blue matte-ish dial that I absolutely love. One concern, not concern, but really just a point that crossed my mind as I was in the boutique is that I hope Vacheron does not follow the route of these candy color dial variations that every other brand is on. With some brands it works, like when Tudor puts a pink dial on a chronograph, it makes sense. It's a young brand. That's okay. But you can't do that on the Triple Two because you take away from its hype, you take away from its history, you take away from what it is. I think the closer this watch is to its identity, the better. So 1 or 2 runs of limited fun editions, a salmon dial and maybe something else is okay. But anything above that and creating multiple options is going to overload the Triple Two and it's going to take away from it. And I don't think it should be perceived that way. That's my take at the Triple Two. I absolutely love the watch. I think it's awesome. It's a long anticipated release. It's a 10 out of 10 for me in every single aspect. I'll obviously do an expanded version of this video once I spend more time with it. But meanwhile, do let me know in the comment section down below. How do you feel about this new release? Have you experienced this watch? What is your take on it? I would love to go through your thoughts. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.